What's up, y'all? It's your girl Sakina, and I'm back with another review. This is my review for the Real Housewives of Miami. This is season 5, episode 15. As y'all can see, I'm back in the studio, baby. Okay, I'm back in Georgia. My time in Maryland was a good time. Yeah, I was there for like 5 days. We went all up and through the tri-state. Is it raining? It is. Oh, wow. I let the dogs in at the perfect time. But, yeah, we were up and through the tri-state area, all up and through the DMV. Definitely a good time. Can't wait to go back. But, you know, I am behind on work. So I have to get what's done, or what's needed to be done. Luckily, I'm off today on my, my 9 to 5. So yeah, this gives me an opportunity to catch up. I'm extremely tired, but you know, I'm going to pull out that energy that y'all were looking for out of me, all right? I'm in the bed. I'm under the covers, child. Usually, I don't be under the covers when I be filming, but listen, I said I'm going to get out the bed. I'm going to get myself together, fluff my hair out. We're going to look presentable on this camera, but we're going to be comfortable under the covers. So here we are with it. All right, so the episode picks up where it left off. Well, today is Thursday. The new episode came out already, so where it picked up off last week. And I'm trying to have, I don't know if this is gonna be 2 separate videos, maybe it'll be one long one, we'll see. But anyway, yes, it picked up where it left off with Adriana comparing her foot injury to Frankie's accident. And Alexia is like, oh my gosh, do not bring up Frankie, do not do that. And she kept telling Adriana, don't bring that up. And Adriana kept doubling down on what she said. I could have broken my foot. I could have lost my foot. No, you could not have. You were not this close. You were not, by miracle, you know, relieved from a possible amputation. Like, I don't understand her mindset. And I'm very angry watching this scene because Adriana kept saying that. Frankie's accident was near death. Your accident just left you fucking limping for a few days. Like, are you kidding me right now? Adriana is delusional. So at this point, Alexia has to walk away. But before she walked away, she let Adriana know that you're a disgusting person. And everything that you have in your life right now, you're getting because this is what you deserve. And whatever Alexia said to her at that time is fair game. But also, I do want to point out that somebody in the comments did say that Alexia is the same person that said that, you know, people can say whatever they want. Now you feel that, right? People can say whatever they want and double down, just like you. Adriana is actually giving you what you give to other people. You say certain things that are offensive, and then you double down on them. It don't feel good, huh? But yeah, at the end of the day, it's still fucked up that she used your son's near-death experience that changed all of your family's lives and tried to compare it to her broken ankle, her fractured ankle, whatever it was. Like, yes, you having somebody land on your foot and being swollen for a few days has nothing compared to what Frankie has endured in the last 11 years. It's insane. So yeah, Alexia walks away. Marisol is telling Adriana that was messed up for her to say. Adriana's still doubling down. And I don't know what inspired this, but Julia got up and tried to pour a bucket of ice on Marisol. What's happening here? And then in her confessional, talking about how she doesn't blindly defend Adriana. Well, what is all of this? Your friend is in the wrong. And instead of telling her that she is wrong, you try and go and pour a bucket of ice on Marisol because Marisol is telling her that she was doing too much and she's out of order. Girl, you look foolish. And honestly, I wanted to bop Adriana. Like I said, I was angry watching this. I wanted to bop her because, girl, are you kidding me? And I want to bop Julia for even trying to throw ice. Like, girl, what are we doing here? You look stupid. You look dumb. Gertie's annoyed. Everybody is over the whole situation. They're supposed to do dinner later that night, and they want Nicole to disinvite Julia and Adriana. But Julia and Adriana already made their mind up that they did not want to go to the dinner. But the thing is, Adriana trying to get Nicole on her side, to me, is bizarre. because she's still saying what she's saying. She's saying, you know, I have to walk my dog. I have to get my own groceries. I live alone. I don't have a husband. My son's in college. Girl, nothing's wrong with your arms. You just get you some crutches. Okay, when you go to the grocery store, they have them little carts that the old people and overweight people be riding in. Girl, they have Instacarts. Okay, there's different ways that you can get around this. So this, oh, woe is me, I live alone, because that's all that this really is. When she was talking to Nicole, to me, it wasn't about her foot being broken. It goes back to her feeling lonely, because that's how she's been feeling this whole trip, pretty much. We've been seeing her break down because she does not have a husband. And if something happened to her, you know, nobody would care, because even her old friends don't reach out to her and things. This is all rooted in loneliness. So it really doesn't have much to do. It has something to do with the foot, but the root is loneliness. So yeah, Nicole is just trying to be the peacemaker. She's trying to see both sides of things. You know, Alexia's like, don't invite her. But Nicole is like, listen, this is not Mean Girls. I was trying to talk knowing that I had to sneeze. So that sounded like a sneeze cough, the first one. But anyway, yeah, Nicole is like, listen, this is not Mean Girls. And Alexia, you are not Regina George. We're not trying to do this. We just trying to have a good time. We get a blast from the past, Leah Black. Now, listen, in the earlier Housewives of Miami days, Leah was actually my favorite. I loved her. It seems like I still love her because of the advice that she gave Lisa. Lisa said that she is one of the very few friends that she has. When she was going through the things with Lenny the first time, Leah was somebody that she was leaning on, and here she is again. And Leah's like, baby, I know you still ain't crying over that man. Who would want a man like that? Lenny has his own condo. He still comes in the house and sleeps in the same bed with Lisa because this is his house. And Leah's like, I mean, he never treated you as an equal in the relationship. He always used his money and power as a way, or, you know, a way to have something over you. And she even agreed. So it's like, because you know this, then you should know how this thing is going to go. Girl, yes, do not leave that marital home and allow him to have that type of power and control over you. No, let the courts handle it. And then Lisa said in her confessional, if Lenny came back begging and pleading, she would consider getting back with him for the kids' sake. Because Elle is going to be raised in a situation where she has a single mom. She doesn't have a mom and a dad in the household. Girl, she would be just fine. She'd be just fine. Don't do it for the kids, okay? Don't be Tara, because when you do Tara things, you have a tennis match of retaliation babies. Tara and Amina, absolutely not. Girl, you and that mistress, y'all gonna be having tit for tat babies. Girl, please. Don't do it for the kids. Do it for me. Listen, life new, okay? Don't do it for the kids, okay? F them kids. But also don't do it for him either. I just said that because that was a line. Listen, Lisa girl, you better put yourself first, because you see how he dogging you out. And the fact that you came out your mouth and said that you would consider it for the kids. Girl, you consider it for that lifestyle, okay? Please stop playing with us, Lisa. Get away from us with this. And I understand you said a lot of people gonna judge because they're not put in this situation. I understand, but girl, how many times he gonna put you through this? He already put you through it once. Here we are twice. What you gonna do? The third time's the charm? No, ma'am. So we get Julia and Adriana. And Adriana is just laying there with her foot in some wedges, child. Girl, I mean, at that point, if you're injured to the fact where you can't do anything, go home. Like, that is what you should have done, especially because you were at odds with the girls. But now she's remorseful. She's regretting what she said about Frankie. And Julia's like, look, you my friend and all, but yeah, you was wrong, basically. And Adriana was like, okay, yeah, like, I would never mean to say that. In her confessional, she's getting emotional. And she was basically saying she came to this country alone. She got cheated on. She got remarried. She got divorced. She only has like a year and a half left of alimony. After that, she's on her own, taking care of herself and her son. So basically, sis is panicking. Okay? It's loneliness on top of her sounding like she does not have a plan for this next chapter after the money runs dry. sis, you need some therapy and you need to figure it out. You better save these Bravo checks, okay? These friend of checks, and figure it out, because at the end of the day, it's up to you to take control of your life. And the fact that she keeps saying that I don't have a husband like these women and blah, blah, blah. But it's like, okay, what happened to your art gallery? You seem to have been doing things on your own. But now it's like with this reboot, you've become this woman who is looking for a husband to save her. And I hate to see that. I don't know, but she's very remorseful. And, you know, when Julia said, like, yeah, apologize to her, make it about the apology and nothing else. You used a very bad choice of words. And yeah, this is just a reflection of how you typically operate, because this is not something new. Adriana, you have been fighting and reacting this way since I met you on season 1. So you need to look within, girl. Seek therapy. Child. So they get down to the dinner, and it's a divided table upon Nicole's request, because there is tension amongst the group. So she has the tables in close proximity, but they are separated. So you have Gertie, Nicole, Adriana, and Julia, and then you have Kiki, Larsa, Marisol, and Adriana. Now, Nicole and them, they're already seated. And they're talking about how Adriana is, you know, remorseful and all these things. And then we have Regina George, aka Alexia, and her crew coming along. And they give a hey to everybody that's already sitting down, and they walk past. It is definitely awkward. But even when Alexia was like, we're here, so that's all that matters, or something she said, I was like, yeah, you definitely taking on this Regina George role. Yeah, you eating this opportunity up because you do want to be that girl. You do think that you are that girl of the group. Now, you that girl when it come down to getting dressed. I'm going to give you that, because Alexia be looking good, okay? Her glam squad be on it. And I noticed that glam squad is black. I don't know if it's because they are in the Bahamas. I don't know if she brought her glam squad with her to the Bahamas or what. But whoever be styling her and all of that, they be on point. Now, Marisol, I seen that you had some white man in your head, and you need to take him off. Take him off your head, because I actually liked Marisol when she was wearing her hair down. Girl, you need some thicker extensions. Get you some thicker extensions and wear your hair down. That way we won't get to see that bobblehead so prominently. Like, girl, do something with that hair, because your hair is playing a part of you looking a mess. Anyway, yeah, Adriana is definitely leaning into this mean girl thing, and she actually loves this. Nicole and Gertie are struggling, going back and forth, trying to be host to both of the ladies. It's just a mess. So they bring out cake, and a parade, a dancing parade comes out. Adriana in her wedges. Baby, let me tell you something. Adriana looks how she felt, a mess. That outfit was so ugly. It was gold. It was mesh. It was ill-fitting. Those wedges, please help me. But by a miracle, okay, she got up and started dancing. Now, you didn't just said that you live alone. You can't cook. You can't clean. You can't grocery shop. You can't do all these things because your leg was almost removed from your body. But now all of a sudden, you can get up and dance. And then when Larsa says something about it, you tell her to drop it. We ain't going to drop it because you did make this a big thing. And now all of a sudden, you can walk. Take it away. Take it away. Oh my gosh. I'm still not almost done. I have 24 minutes to go. Jeez. I guess this is Adriana's video shoot release. Her video, yeah, whatever. Access granted, hell. Everybody's sequenced down. It's Nicole, it's Gertie who came through looking good. It's Julia. And then Adriana came in, you know, trying to be on her Beyonce shit. I said, wait a minute. Now, this jumpsuit that you got on, it shows the form of the body. This is your body after your non-invasive BBL? And I've been meaning to comment when she said back then she used to have a little junk in the trunk. And just over the years, she lost it. Girl, we don't believe you. That body shape says that you never had any. Just because you Brazilian, that don't mean you had a Brazilian. Just because it's called a Brazilian butt lift, that don't mean that you ever had it. Girl, no ma'am. You could have saved your money because they did absolutely nothing. So they're all looking at her like, girl, I mean, what happened to your broken bones? You went 6-inch stilettos pumping through, but just a few days ago, you was talking about how you almost could have lost your foot. Like I said, it was only swollen, probably fractured for a few days, and you was going to be good. Point in case. Case in point. So, the rest of the girls, Larsa, Kiki, and Alexia, they go to Marisol's house, who was only on a booze and caviar diet for the night. Very low calorie. Girl, that's your lifestyle. You don't eat, you just drink. Anyway, Caviar King, fine. Okay? And he was putting Alexia to the test because last year she knew what caviar came from where. He put her to the test again, and she was on point. She was also on point with that outfit. I love the ombre. It was like a peach that went down to a green with the green bag. Girl, like Alexia be dressing down. I love it. Anyway, yeah, they're all there. Kiki came runway ready. She said, baby, this is basic. This is casual wear for me. I said, I know that right, Miss Model, okay? But, yeah, so none of them are interested in going to Adriana's party. Lisa actually goes to Adriana's video premiere, and she is telling Adriana to fill her in because she heard that some things went down. So Adriana is telling her, and I'm sorry I did not make it clear that we're bouncing back from scenes, but yes, at the video premiere, Adriana is letting Lisa know what was said, and Lisa's like, girl, you took it way too far like that, girl. No, ma'am. So Adriana's like, well, you know, I sent an apology out, and then we go back to Marisol's house, and the apology, she sent a text to both Marisol and Alexia, and she was like, you know, that was never my intentions, blah, 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 and she ended it with, my bad. Girl, that is not how you apologize to somebody, because my bad is very low tier for apologies. If you're, yes, I was actually with Larsa when she said stepping on somebody's foot is a my bad. Bringing up somebody's son's near-death experience compared to your fractured ankle that you now can stand on perfectly fine, that is not a my bad situation. That is a can we meet up in person and apologize sincerely type of situation. Like, I just don't understand. Adriana, you are saying that you're so remorseful, but then like your actions, I'm not gonna say her actions don't line up, because I do feel like she's truly sorry, but your choice of words just never go right. Like, you can never use the right words. So with Marisol, she was like, you know, I could have got past this her bringing on my ex thing, but I draw the line with Frankie. So then they start speaking of the whole ex situation. They said they talked on Bumble, Adriana and the ex. And they said that with Bumble, the woman has to reach out to the man first. Let me do my research, because we know these women don't like to scroll down. Let me see. So the Bumble app. Let's see. How do we do that? Who messages first? Keep in mind that on Bumble, women make the first move by sending their first message. If you don't have first move privileges, you have to wait for the other member to send the message first. Once they do, you will be able to reply to them to lock in your conversation. And this is coming from Bumble's website, y'all. So yeah, that is weird, Adriana. What is going on? Why did you reach out to that man first? Wow. That was a low budget video if I've ever seen one. Adriana, girl, you could have just kept the single and done without the video. You did all of that to get all of this, which was really nothing to brag about. I mean, you got to start somewhere. But I'm sorry. Mm-mm. Baby, that was shot with an iPhone. Mm-mm. Anyway, shout out to her accomplishments. She happy about it, and that's how it's supposed to be. Lisa goes out with Lenny's mom, and she didn't turn her back on Lisa. She's now feeling like Lisa went out too much and all of this because, you know, the parents were at odds. But Lenny finally decided to call his mom and apologize to her and all of that. And I guess in the midst of that apology, he then mocked his mama into believing that Lisa is the actual villain in this situation because she would leave him alone and go out of town and always going out when he wanted to stay in and having all these parties and all of this. Like, girl, are you delusional? And Lisa's like, do you remember we would always get into fights because he wanted a specific girl that was barely legal to attend these parties. Lisa already said that they party two different ways. She wants to have intimate parties with people that she actually knows and that are friends, whereas Lenny wants to have these parties with complete strangers and hot young girls. Like, now all of a sudden, Lisa is the bad guy, and Mama is looking like you didn't do what you needed to do to keep your man. And Lisa was like, yeah, at this point, I know that I cannot trust her or anybody in this situation. Yeah, girl, that lady ain't like you before, and she just only was fucking with you because her son was giving her the same treatment that he was giving you. But had he still been on the side of his mama and not disrespecting her, all the while disrespecting Lisa, the mama wouldn't have had the same energy. So, yeah, it left us on it to be continued, and we'll see where it continues on. But don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, y'all. And I will see y'all in the next one, which I'm getting ready to film right now. Bye. We back. That video was only 22 minutes. I can go ahead and squeeze in this one. Y'all, this seemed like the season finale, because they did like a whole season recap at the beginning. So maybe this is the season finale. I'm not sure. But I want to put y'all on to something, okay? Because I was put on, and I want to put y'all on, okay? March is my birthday month, Pisces, check me out. But also, it is Women's History Month, okay? And since we just got off of Black History Month, and then we going into Women's History Month, I want to put y'all on a true pop, okay? Oh, Black-owned woman business, baby. This right here, go and get it. Did the garlic overdose? It does not taste super garlicky, but it is flavorful. Y'all, let me tell y'all, if y'all ain't had this, go ahead and get y'all some. Anyway, so the episode picks up where it left off with Lisa checking Lenny's mama like, if I feel like I can't trust my husband because I went to New York to fix my teeth, then that's a problem. Let's not forget that he be on IG, DMing different women, and he been doing this for years. Come to find out, the girl that he's been DMing is the one that he's trying to move in right now. So yeah, Lisa feels like she is really losing her family. She moved to Miami to be with Lenny. Now he's pulling this stunt. She doesn't really feel like she can trust his mom at this point because she's drinking his Kool-Aid. And she's like, what do I have? Like, the only thing that I have is my kids. And at this point, she's fearful of having them for half the time because half of the time they're going to have to go with their dad. And I really feel for her. And I wish that we can get some details on why she's not close to her parents anymore. And I would actually like to see her go through a journey of reconnecting with them if that's possible, because we don't know what happened. You know, listen, because family can be cut off and to never be returned. But I would love to see that because she does feel lonely, and this is a hard thing to go through with people or with nobody on your side, or just feeling lonely. Gertie and Larsa, they meet up, and I'm just so happy to see Gertie out of them crochet braids. Y'all, them braids was ugly as hell. Larsa's was ugly, but I had a crochet braid. I was looking at Gertie like, no, you didn't. Anywho, they start talking about this melting pot party and how everything happened in the Bahamas, and Larsa's like, girl, you out of your mind to think that, you know, we're going to be doing kumbaya stuff with Adriana right now. Now is not the time. Alexia Marisol ain't feeling her. And Larsa was like, Adriana needs a shrink on a daily. She needs a spiritual healer because what she says is hurtful. She says a lot of hurtful things, and it makes you question her. I agree, because she's been saying, like, the way that she argues is so... it's like very childish. It's very loud and obnoxious. It will make you want to bop her upside her head, because I don't know what goes on in Adriana's mind when she's in conflict, but a lot of times it just, she definitely doesn't think before she speaks, like Gertie stated in the last episode. But we're going to see how this melting pot thing goes, because clearly a lot of girls want nothing to do with Adriana, even though they are being told that she's remorseful. Adriana meets up with, what's that man's name? Emilio Estefan. And he is this big Latin music producer. He's done music for Gloria Estefan, J-Lo, Mark Anthony, Shakira. I said, did you do any for Amara La Negra? But yeah, she said this ain't the first time that they met. He said that her voice had potential. So whatever. He does this demo for her. I was like, child, this not it. I mean, I know it's just a demo, so you know, it can be tweaked and all of that. But I'm like, the first two songs that Adriana has, I think, are good. Fire and the theme song for the show. But she obviously makes music for fun purposes. But I ain't like that one. I hope they do something better with that. But anyway, we'll see how far this music career goes, because we know the Housewives is good for a little 1-2 song and go about our business. Candace is the only one that we've seen actually make music and take this to the next level. So we're going to see how far she takes this. And I do ultimately wish Adriana success in, you know, going after the things that she dreamt about coming to America, because sis needs something to occupy her time. But I still want her to go to therapy. Lisa has Marisol and Alexia over to drink some of Lenny's most expensive wine. I said, I know that's right. So Lisa's like, look, I went to Adriana's video shoot. She was very apologetic. She asked if I could help orchestrate y'all talking to her and hearing her out. But really, that was like, man, look, she waited a week to say something. Then you sent me this lousy text message ending with my bad. Marisol is like, well, did she have anything to say about me? And no, she didn't. And every time they show that flashback, I was never in love with Marisol. I was like, ugh, her mouth, Adriana's mouth when she said that, like, can we stop getting this flashback? But yeah, my thing is, I get it, Marisol, but now you are married and in a whole nother relationship with somebody else. I wouldn't be too hung up on it, but I mean, I get it. It is kind of like, girl, why did you wait to tell me this now? Like, this doesn't even have relevance in her life at this point anyway. And you thought that you was doing something by showing how loyal you are as a friend, when the whole time on Bumble, the woman is the one who initiates the conversation. So they're like, yeah, I mean, we hear you, she lonely and all of that, but sorry, we do not care. So I don't know, girl. I don't know, Adriana. It look like they are not feeling you and never will. Julia and Martina seem to be in a good place. I'm sorry, I really don't want to, like, you know, linger on this scene too long, but yeah, and they're still preparing for their adopted baby, and prayers are still up for Martina, because, you know, we know that she is going through 2 different type of cancers right now, so I do hope that she is doing well, and I actually need to look that up. Nicole and her dad, they go to therapy, and daddy was like, look, I've been behaving. You don't want to see me when I'm misbehaving. But he has the mentality of, he really doesn't care what people think about him. You know, he is who he is. Things that he's pretty much been saying throughout this season. So he explains, because the therapist really wanted him to apologize to Nicole, and he was like, yeah, no, we're not doing this right now. And I feel like he didn't want to do it in front of the cameras, in front of an audience, but he was like, because of my lifestyle, I tried to keep her away from it as much as possible. He recalls a time where they went to get pumpkins. One of his buddies was there, and they went off to the side to have a conversation. Nicole didn't know where he went, so she got out the car looking for him, and she ended up getting hit by a car. And he was like, there's so many instances like that where, you know, because of his shenanigans, he would put her in harm's way. So he wanted to prevent that. So, you know, what she thought was absence was more so like his way of protecting her. And she got emotional about it. He got emotional about it too. And she was like, it just sucks that, because, you know, what I thought was, you know, somewhat true, but in a sense, it was his way of trying to look out for me. So they reconcile, and she hopes that it's up from here and that they actually spend some time together. And I hope the same for them too, because I mean, look, if you can make it right with your family, make it right. So basically, we tying up loose ends, or storylines. So this is what's really making me feel like this is the season finale. But Alexia, she's with Frankie. She's teaching him how to cook, how to do laundry. He's taking 3 showers a day on his own. He's getting dressed. He's really gaining his independence, and it's because of the organization that he's with. And then we see that her son Peter and his dad are having a conversation. Alexia wants Peter to take over the salon, and he doesn't want to do all of that because he really ain't feeling Alexia and how she's coming at him about his relationship. He was like, it really doesn't matter. Like, everything else doesn't matter. He just wants to be treated differently. If you want me to be involved in certain things, then you need to treat me differently, because he was on his way out. He said that he was about to move to Puerto Rico. He had got a loan from the bank, went to Puerto Rico, looked for a house and everything. I don't know why he didn't move, but the dad was like, I mean, she was going through the same thing. Her mom didn't want me to date her, and so she's just doing the same thing to you. But child, I don't really too much be caring about Peter's storyline, so let's move on. Gertie knows how to throw a party. So it's the day of her melting pot party, and she has these neon lights with the girls' names on it. Even for the drunk Marisol, who has no intentions on eating for the night, they have a Cockies on tap bar on top of bartenders. Like, I love it. It was very nice. The flowers, the tablescape, everything, just beautiful, 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 beautiful. Like, go ahead, Gertie. I love, 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 love to see it. So it's Larsa, Julia, Adriana, and Nicole. They're all having a conversation. By the way, I was not too fond of anybody's looks. I like the color selections that they chose. But, I mean, I liked Alexia's dress. I feel like if it was a little shorter, I would like it more. But nobody was really wowing me. Larsa cannot dress, y'all. I just feel like she got a BBL, and then she start going to... I guess because when you get a BBL, the body is just so disproportioned. You do have to go with certain outfits. So she gets the Instagram boutique outfits and all of that, and it just, girl, I'm tired of her in this braid or this ponytail that she been wearing all season. Girl, get rid of that. Anyway, yeah, I really ain't care for nobody's outfit. I hated what Marisol looked like, the bird that she is, like she was gonna fly away with all of that drapery in the front. A mess. I like Gertie's outfit, but anyway, the girls are inside, the ones that I listed off. And Larsa's like, I think we need to start giving Adriana the attention that she needs. Do we need to start feeding you compliments? Like, what is it? And Adriana is like, well, I do have like a lot of bottled up problems that she doesn't like to share. So Larsa was like, I mean, we rather take your problems instead of the pain that you give off, because they don't want to hear none of that. And Nicole was like, this is like the second time that I'm agreeing with Larsa. And I actually agreed with Larsa on this too. But also, like, baby, I'm not about to be giving you validation 24 hours a day. You're going to have to go to somebody's therapy sessions and figure that out. Like, I'm not doing all of that. But yeah, I was with Larsa when it comes down to Adriana, but I'm not stroking your ego 24/7. Now, I'm going to give you a compliment here and there on all of that, but that's not my job. Alexia and Marisol come in, and Adriana immediately apologizes, and Marisol's like, look, y'all know y'all do not have a serious conversation with me until she had her first sip of drink, okay? She said, don't talk to me unless the glass is in my hand with a lipstick print. I done took a sip. And in the midst of all of this, Gertie approaches her with a cocktail. I said, come on, Gertie. It's the hostess with the mostest for me. But yeah, I mean, Marisol seemed to be loosening up to her, and Adriana was like, yeah, I put my foot in my mouth and all of this. So then you got Kiki and Larsa. They're looking at the seating arrangements, and Larsa notices that Alexia and Adriana are right across from each other, and that it was obviously purposely done by Gertie. So then Larsa asked Alexia how she feels about it, and Alexia is like, I mean, I like her song, okay? I'm not gonna lie, I like her song. It had nothing to do with nothing, but I guess she was just trying to say something nice instead of bashing her. So Larsa's like, well, you know, we just gotta feed her compliments and all of this, you know, because she needs a lot of attention. Alexia was like, baby, my kids need attention, okay? You got the wrong one. We're not doing that. And I was not mad at her for saying that, because I'm not here to stroke your ego or to fix your problems. That's not me. We all got issues, but my job is not for, and I'm here to support you, but my job is not to feed into your, I don't want to say feed into your insecurities, but like I said, I'm not here to stroke your ego. Baby, we're not doing that. Oh, goodness. So they get down to the table, and Adriana immediately apologizes. Well, first of all, Gertie took the floor, and then Adriana took the floor. And she apologizes to both Marisol and Alexia. She said that, yes, she adores Alexia as a mother. She adores Alexia's children and all of that. And Alexia is like, what you said, like, you know me before my son's accident. And then for you to say that, like, what the hell? And Adriana is like, yeah, you know, I was, like, out of my mind when I was saying that. And Alexia is like, well, it's actions speak louder than words. I need to see action behind it. And it seems like Alexia is receptive to moving forward with her. And she was like, if you needed me to be there for you, then I would have done that. Like, say that and I could be there for you. And Adriana's like, well, yeah, I'm going through a rough patch right now. I need you and I need Marisol. Marisol is looking like, girl, please. I don't want to do it, because Marisol is still hung up on the ex-boyfriend thing. And Adriana apologized for that. She said, I thought that was exemplifying my loyalty to you, but clearly it wasn't. And then Marisol is piping up and is like, no, I'm not accepting your apology. Marisol is really the problem. Like, and we've already seen that, because without Marisol, Alexia can clearly get along with everybody. She was having a good time in the Bahamas until Marisol showed up, and then she flipped the switch. She was clearly on board with this apology from Adriana, and her and Adriana were having a good conversation in Bahamas until Marisol showed up. She's clearly having a good conversation with Adriana that seems to be going somewhere, and then you have Miss Bobblehead over here trying to shake the table over some ex that she's no longer with.
Excuses for you, always. I thought you were my friend.
I am your friend.
You were so
mean. No, you said that, Marcel, not me. Because my ADD makes me repeat everything, babe.
Girl, what? Girl, what?
It doesn't matter.
Not the ADD. She said my ADD makes me repeat stuff. Well, shoot. She got to... Bravo, y'all should have hit us with that flashback, because the way she kept repeating and doubling down on what she said about Frankie, and yeah, he said that he didn't love you. But Marisol, why are you still concerned? This is what confuses me. Leave it to Lisa to try to be, you know, the peacekeeper of the group and try to get them to look at things a little different, because like I said, Marisol wants to keep up the mess, and that's exactly what she did. But Lisa, you know, kind of broke it up and was saying how every woman has been there for them, and, you know, blah, 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 all that good stuff. They toast, but Alexia isn't ready to move on. But I do think that it's funny that Alexia isn't ready to move on, and the things that she was saying to Adriana, it's like, but you lack so much accountability, and you've said so many things to offend people, and you've done the most this season. I feel like out of all the women of the cast, it really has been Alexia who has been saying offensive things and acting dramatic. Adriana, I could not stand her all throughout the franchise, but this season, I feel like this was her calmest season, and I could actually stomach her. Marisol was just way too much. She gets on my nerves. She called it out. Adriana called it out when she said that they feed off of each other. Hold on. call her back. Yeah, she said it when they feed off of each other. They really do. They were the mean girls of this season. So it's like you're asking so much out of Adriana, but the actions that you've taken throughout this season were a lot. Both you and your bobblehead drunken friend. So we get into the recap of what everybody got going on, because this is in fact the season finale. So with Adriana, she's still not good with Alexia and Marisol, but her music career is doing good. Marisol's coming up with her own cocktail line. Might as well. Gertie is spending some much needed time with her family. She's working on her work-life balance, and we love to see it. Julia let go of her neediness and realized that, you know, she still has her daughters, and her and Martina, they went backpacking in Europe, and then that's when they did break the news that she had stage 1 breast and throat cancer. Luckily, it was stage 1, so hopefully she's improving there. Larsa is dating Michael Jordan's son, but we already knew that. Next. Nicole is moving again, child. Listen. They talked about this last season. They sold their house to Jeff Bezos' mama, but they still got to pay for Prime. I said, baby, that Prime membership for $44 million would have been waived, baby. I need my $100, okay? Nah, that Prime membership, but oh my gosh, baby, that is coin. That's why she need to stay on this show. Child, Lisa co-hosted a party with Lenny for Halloween, you know, the infamous Halloween parties. Clearly, it's the same old same. Then Lenny talks to the blogs and says that she had a different, she was romanticizing with 2 different men at the party, but then, like, the girlfriend couldn't be there because she got a restraining order on Lisa. Child, it just sounds like a lot. Lenny told her to leave him alone. I don't know why he forced you to do a Halloween party. How he do that? How he forced you into hosting a Halloween party? Please elaborate. We need to hear that on the reunion, child. It's just a continuation of mess. Next week is the reunion, which I cannot wait to get into. Y'all let me know what y'all thought about these 2 reviews that I just did. Also, I want to give my 2 cents about this season. I feel like this is a really good season of Housewives of Miami. I would not be mad if everybody came back. Because this is an interesting cast altogether. There is a clear divide right now based on what's going on in the blogs. If they were to bring somebody else new in, I would like that. Honestly, I feel like Julia, if somebody had to go, it could be her. Adriana, get your shit together. But I understand that you also need this Bravo check. So, I mean, if you come back, if you don't, either way, it's whatever. I don't want Marisol back unless she go to AAA or AA, whatever. Yeah, AA. I'm talking about AAA. And she gets some therapy her damn self while she trying to criticize Adriana. You have not coped with whatever's going on in your life, and that's why you keep that bottle to them lips. Girl, please. Anyway, yes. I love this season. This is the best franchise of Housewives out right now. I don't care what nobody say. They bring the wealth, they bring the looks, they bring the drama. So, yes. Shout out to the Real Housewives of Miami. I cannot wait until the next season to see what else they got to give us. And again, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.